All right, what's going on, people? This is Theo here, and this is a real talk. And I better make this quick because I'm about to head into work, and I just wanted to give my reaction to Will Smith resigning from the Academy of Motion Arts and Sciences, and he made a statement apologizing of what he did last Sunday was inexcusable. He's prepared to take any punishment. It's unlikely that his award will be taken away, but obviously Will Smith will receive some form of punishment from this. We know that Chris Rock hasn't pressed charges and still hasn't pressed charges yet. He hasn't really come out with something to say, other than he's just trying to keep it moving with his comedy tour, because he's getting ready to do a big tour, and he will eventually come here in the next few weeks or so. I don't know, but he will come to the NIA. I think it's the NIA, not far from where I work. I don't know what's going to happen from this, so we'll have to wait and see how this progresses. I am tired of this story now. The reason why I'm tired of this story is because something that shouldn't have happened. And I understand people will feel a bit of away from this because Will Smith deserves to be people will say Will Smith deserves to be cancelled, and people will say that he should go to jail for what he did or whatever. Like, I know a lot of people have come up with different opinions on this. The point is, there's been memes circulating this week. There's been TikTok videos. There's been like people from all crosses of the world giving their opinions and their take on the situation. But this is mine. Will Smith was wrong to do what he did. He could have actually handled it better than he should have done. 1. 2. Chris Rock should have known better than to make jokes of Jada. But at the end of the day, I know as a comedian, you're supposed to poke fun at people, but we've seen this with different comedians, and they've been picking on people and like doing jokes on them until it gets to a point where it gets kind of it gets to a point now where like somebody will say something or somebody will do something and it hurts them. It can hurt. Now, I'm more for taking a joke. Believe you me, I'm more for taking a joke. I've been the butt of jokes for my entire life. Like, I've been joked about my lips, my teeth, my body shape when I was growing up. I was teased on a lot of things growing up, and obviously I used to kind of, I used to go into anger, and I used to be violent with people. But then I learned how to kind of not let it affect me, keep it moving, just try to not get myself into a way of getting myself into trouble. Because I use my anger and everything to get myself into trouble, and I didn't want to do that anymore because I had things taken away from me. I couldn't get to do certain things, and it hurt me. It hurt me to a point where I just wanted just to keep it moving, just to make sure that I don't say anything in the wrong way, and that's what I did. So that I could actually get the things that I want to achieve, the things that I wanted to achieve, and do the things that I want to do. But I have to choose my words very carefully. And there's times where I go, should I say this? Should I say that? I have to kind of keep things in check. And that's the sort of person that I've been. Well, in Will's case, obviously, I'm hearing that he's going to go to therapy from this. Obviously, he's got a lot that's gone on. I read his book. I read about what's happened with his parents, how he grew up, how his childhood was made him to kind of wanting to perform and everything else. And then obviously how he transpired into becoming a rapper, and what the highs and lows of it. And then he wanted to get himself into acting. He really, really, really loves acting. The point is, now I don't know what's going to happen in terms of his acting career. I personally do not think that will stop acting altogether. I don't think this will stop him from doing any more films. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of his career, but I do not think that he's going to stop acting. But what this means with him resigning from the Academy is that he won't be going to future shows. He won't be allowed to vote for any actors or directors or anything else like that. He won't be able to do anything like that. And I don't know what's going to happen from this. It's like, I know people would turn around and say, oh, like this is Will pushing himself out before he gets pushed. But really and truly, he had to think about what he wanted to say here. I do think he's remorseful what he did. And obviously, I know people would say, yeah, he did what he did, and then he got into party as if he didn't do anything or whatever. But honestly, it's not cool what he did. But I do think now's the time to look. We need to ditch this story now. We need to move on. There's more pressing matters going on. We got the cost of living crisis, which I haven't even talked about, and we still got the war in Ukraine going on. So there's a lot that people are going through, but we need to kind of stop with this now, and we have to move on. We all have to move on. Will was sorry. Will's resigned. Let's hope now that the matter just ends here and we can all move forward. But I don't know what's going to happen from this, because Hollywood can be a dangerous place. The whole thing with fame and everything's hearing from different celebrities and their take on it and everything else. It's just that they like what they're doing. Some people embrace the fame, some people don't embrace the fame. Some people will go to such lengths of privacy. So you're hearing different kinds of people. I mean, I always say that if I was to be famous, I would deal with it, but I would want my life to be as normal as I can possibly can. And if this thing takes off, then that will be the case. So yeah, this is what I got to say on it. Sorry if it's a bit too late, but I gotta go to work. So if you like this video, please like this video, subscribe if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Please subscribe, because there's a ton of stuff on there. My real talks, my shakedowns, my quit racks, they're all on there. Please go and subscribe, and I'll be back with another video soon. In the meantime, people, I'm off to work. Peace.